Hey folks, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very important discussion about what's going on with the markets. The overall crude oil prices have started to shoot up, and in fact, from the lows till the high points that we have seen, crude oil has gone up by almost 20%. And now, if I were to understand the relationship between crude oil and Nifty, ideally they go in the inverse relation. So if crude oil is ideally going up, Nifty should go down. So when I started to study what is happening right now, a very different relationship came up, and that is why I thought that I should be telling you about something very different which I can see in the market. If you have your own reasons about why this could be happening, I would love to hear from you. I Oh, acha, before moving on, quick shout out and quick welcome to Kunal, Vijender, Sandeep, and uh, Shrips Rathi. Okay, welcome to memberships. And let's quickly get started with a very important point right now about what's happening with crude oil and Nifty, because I always say that if you want to understand where Nifty is headed, ideally we should be checking the crude oil price. Okay, so UK oil is what I always track. And if you see here, okay, let me first quickly take you through this as well. This was 27th February. This is when the war started, after which crude oil shot up by how much percent? Ooh, crude oil shot up by almost 62%. Okay, big jump. And post which it started to go a little bit sideways, and ultimately we saw a big drop to the lowest level of what, 70.31 roughly. And from here, if you see till what, where we are today, it's almost a 20% jump from the lows to the highs. Okay, ideally, now let us quickly have a look at this from 27th February to this point, 23rd March. So roughly 1 month, end of Feb to end of March, roughly. Okay, 27th, 23rd March to be precise. Crude oil shot up by 63%. Let's quickly understand what happened with Nifty 50 in that same time frame. Okay, let's check. Ideally, if you see here, this could be 27th. Where is 27th February? Here. Okay, yes. From here to, okay, sorry, from, okay, first let me choose this. Is this 27th February? Yes. So from 27th February till March end, if I were to say, or even 23rd March, if I were to take it exactly the same way, still that was an 11% correction in the market. So it is very, very, very clear that whenever crude oil goes up, ideally Nifty is going to come down. Is it like a 100%? 100% as in what? Perfect positive correlation. If this goes up by, and with gravity as well, right? So if crude oil goes up by 60%, Nifty will go down by 60%. No, no, not like that. But if crude oil goes up by 60%, of course Nifty will come down by a whatever percentage, but ideally will go down, and that's what we saw. It was by 10%. Now, if I understand what is the position today, let's quickly check what is happening today. Today or over the last few days, if I were to take you back to UK oil, then you will see that from the lowest point, which was around 71, till where we are today, it's almost a 20% up move, correct? And which is this date? This is 20, sorry, this is 2nd of July. Okay, 2nd of July. Let's have a look at Nifty now. Nifty 50 index. Okay, so roughly what we saw was a 1/6 ratio. So crude went up by 60%, Nifty went down by 10%. So roughly a sixth. So if I'm saying 20% jump in crude oil should at least lead to a 3% fall in Nifty. What has happened? Let's check. This is what happens in 2nd of July, right? So where is 2nd of July? This is 2nd of July. I'm just going to zoom this in a little bit so that you understand it more nicely. This is 2nd of July, and this is the open. And if I were to draw a small line here, let me delete all other lines just to give you a cleaner look. Okay, this is 2nd of July, and 3% below that chodo, we are above the 2nd July mark. This is something really interesting. So in spite of the sharp rally in crude oil price, this was one day when market fell down 2%, but barring this sharp down move, there has been no single day that market has taken a huge beating because of this. Now when I started to, I mean, when I tried to do my own analysis, that why could this have happened? Why is the relation between crude and Nifty not breaking exactly, but I can say Nifty is not sharply reacting to it. I also would want to know your thoughts on that. But what I believe is that how much the entire world was prepared on 27th of February versus how much we all are prepared today. There's a big difference. Do you agree with that? Yes. Just give me your thoughts, quick yes, no, in the comment section. What do I mean to say is that how big shock it was for the entire world back on 27th of February versus now we know that this unfortunately is something which is on the go. It is just happening. Now every country has tried to do certain things. They have tried to build certain mechanisms through which this shock can at least been absorbed to some extent. I'll not say it'll go down to zero, but to some extent it should be absorbed, right? Because Trump is just keeping on his tweets. That is, of course, that's a story. Like I remember in the last 1 or 2 days only, he has said two, three totally contradictory points. He has said that we'll keep on bombarding their power plants. Okay. On the same, I think on the same day or the next day, he said, "Honey, we will keep on bombarding, but there are peace talks which are going on between US and Iran." Totally two contradictory things. Then one day he said that now we are going to impose a toll tax on any shipment which passes through the Strait of Hormuz. So I think we as nations and we also as markets, we are actually digesting these sorts of news in a much, much better way. Because of which, what I believe, what I'm seeing right now is that Nifty is not reacting very sharply to all these situations, right? If you have seen my birthday live stream, on that day also I had said this and I'm repeating this, that I believe that the worst for the market is what we have already seen, that is the past. We are seeing this very practically, that in spite of the sharp jump in crude oil prices, Nifty has not given out its gains. And like I said, even if it were to give out 3%, like we have seen it, 3% from where we are today, that will come up to what? How much? Let us check that. 3% will maybe lead to this gap filling or more than that. Then in that case, we'll go to 23,300, but I don't think that we should be going to these levels. But what could be the lowest possible level? This is what I feel could be a lowest possible level that we may challenge if something goes wrong, which is the level of 23,800. And if you see, this level has been honored for such a long time now. See, this is 15th June. It's been a month, one whole month, that we have defended this level of 23,800. See, we have to understand how markets react in different situation. So what is happening? Let's say that we have short term memories and we will focus only on the last 1 month, only this part, starting 15th, or let us say starting 15th of June to 16th of July, this whole section. Have there been uncertainties in the last 1 month? Obviously. Have there been uncertainties? I mean, have there been multiple news, one in favor of war stopping and one in favor of war getting aggravated? Yes. In spite of all these news coming in, we have defended 23,800 on a lower side, but we were not able to go above 24,520. So 24,500. So if people, I mean, if we were to understand, if we were to gauge what could be the range within which we are comfortable right now, I feel at the lower end the range is 23,800 and at the higher end the range is 24,500. So everyone keep an eye especially on 23,800, because that's the lower end of the range which we have been defending for quite some time now. So I hope this is absolutely clear. One small news which is directly not related to the market, but it's about how the Western countries keep on talking about India and what they actually do. Western countries, Western media has asked so many questions to Mr. Jaishankar that You keep on buying Russian oil, you keep on buying crude oil. I mean, basically, crude oil from Russia that's indirectly or directly funding the war. You don't care about people who are dying in Russia Ukraine war. And when I was reading the news, that's what I came to. This is the Moscow Times. Okay, so this is a Russian newspaper, of course. 13th July news. Okay, 13th July, 2 3 days ago. It says Europe buys record amount of LNG from Russia's largest producer. Now it's, and what have they justified? Oh, there is an energy crisis. Why don't we also have an energy crisis? Whenever we buy because we have energy crisis, it is that India is doesn't have a heart, they are funding the war. And here it's so clearly given, Europe buys record amount of LNG from Russia's largest producer. How much have they increased since last year? This is the Yamal LNG facility from which they are buying maximum. Who has bought how much? France has led the purchases with 3.6 million tons, followed by Belgium 2.9 million tons, Spain 2.7 million tons, and they are saying all of these shipments originated from Yamal LNG facility, a plant that accounts for more than 60% of Russia's total LNG exports. And the point that I was telling you, how much increase is that? This purchases marks an 18% increase compared to the same period in 2025. And the funniest part is the next sentence. This spike comes despite European Union's plan to completely phase out all imports of Russian LNG by the end of the year. Very good. On one point, they are saying that we are going to phase out the purchases from Russia because we care. We care for the people. They may phase out towards the end of the year because they're stacking up right now. And they'll very equally make a big headline. See, we had promised, now we are not buying anything. But because you're stacking up right now. So this was something funny that I came across, and I thought I should be sharing this with my viewers, because many a times, we keep on talking about our country, that see how we are doing because of so much news that comes from outside India. And what are they doing is also what we should know. And that was the only reason. I know this is not going to directly impact the market, but I thought that we should also understand about such news, and so just thought of giving out this piece as well. Okay, so all in all, just to conclude, I believe that somewhere market has started to discount this fact. Very important, last 2 or 3 minutes. Very important point that I believe, all in all. So this, anyone who has just entered the live stream right now, if I were to just quickly give you a summary of what I said, Nifty and crude oil, they have an inverse relationship. We have seen that since 27 February, when the war started, crude oil went up by almost 60%, but Nifty in the same time frame went down by almost 10%. Okay, so roughly a sixth of a correlation, of course, in an opposite direction, right? But what we have seen in the last few days, from 2nd of July to 16th of July, crude oil has shot up by 20%. Nifty has not gone down by 3%. In fact, Nifty is still a little bit higher as compared to what it was on 2nd of July. Now, what does this mean? Can I say market is somewhere ready to absorb these shocks? And answer is yes. One more very important point from technical analysis perspective, we saw that since the last 1 month, market has been range bound from 23,800 on the lower side and 24,500 on the upper side. Why did I tell this for a last one whole month? Because I wanted to tell you that in the last 1 month, there have been a lot of news flowing in, be it in the favor of a sentiment that war will stop, a lot of news in the favor of the sentiment that nothing doing, war will continue. In spite of mixed and match news, we still have held on to a broader range of 23,800 to 24,500, which means that all in all, whatever is the current scenario, that the war will maybe continue for some more days or weeks, maybe, that has been already priced into the market. So unless and until some big news comes in which is not known, till then I believe that this range is that is what could be defended by the market. And if we can break above that, why not? And that's why I said in today's main live stream that yes, there's a great chance that we may say that the worst is over, and slowly, steadily will consolidate and keep on moving higher. I hope you have found out some new news in today's stream as well. I just thought that some live streams I should be doing during market hours as well, and we'll keep it short so that anyone who wants to view it in the evening or at night also, they should be in a position to watch it. Whenever new companies come up with quarterly results, I would definitely love to do more and more videos on quarterly results as well. I just happened to read through the quarterly results of one NBFC, which is Capri Global, and I thought I should make a video on that. So I have released it just 1 or 2 hours ago. So do watch it as well. A very, very, very nice learning if you want to understand how to analyze NBFCs. Okay, so that's a video that I've posted. Do watch it. I'm going to give the link in the pinned comment and in the description box as well. I hope you found a lot of value in today's video as well. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.